Well, hello, friends. I promised earlier today I would do What's in the Case. This will be What's in the Case number 2. And I started this past week as a result of us not having all of the jewelry up on the website. That's on me. It just is time consuming. We're just not there yet. So when we pull the jewelry sale down tomorrow, it'll go down tomorrow night or Monday morning, actually. We're currently, and you may want to go swoop in and take a look at it, but we're currently at half price on all the jewelry that's on the website. And a lot of that, probably half to 2/3 of that, will be coming off and going back to regular price. And then we will be slowly adding in a lot of the pieces that I'm going to be showing you in the days and weeks to come. So, but in the meantime, so that you can see what we have and get a real good look at it and have some pictures and some reference to it so that we can start a conversation and you can give me a call, work with you on it. I'm going to do What's in the Case. So we're going to move to, the first case was a spiny oyster and turquoise combination case, which was stunning and beautiful. And actually, we sold many of the pieces out of that. We're going to move to this beautiful turquoise, and there's quite a bit of vintage in this particular collection. Matter of fact, a lot of it is vintage. There are a couple of pieces that are probably on the half price sale as well. I know one of them for sure that I see in here, and there may be some others, and I don't have those flags, so I apologize. But if you send me notes and messages over the weekend, I can get back and forth with you, and we'll honor that half price in the case it is. Otherwise, everything in the case will be 15% off of the original retail price. All right? So we're going to start with this really beautiful ring that I have on, and this is, it's an older ring that is concho kind of styled, but it has a really beautiful feel and strength. You could wear it on your middle finger. I have big hands, so it's not a good measurement for me, but it could go on any of your fingers. It is a size, probably a 9.5 is what I'm thinking. Nope, it's a 9. It's a perfect 9. And look at the gorgeous matrix in that, in the sterling work. Very nice. I like that shadow box effect. And this one is $1,250, a beautiful older ring done in a gorgeous turquoise and sterling. And that'll be 15% off. And last time I did not bigger prices for you, but I'll try to remember to. That'll put it at $1,062.50. I can read this. I have all the lights off in here because it helps me to see. So bear with me. This one can be adjusted a bit. This one is a 3-stone turquoise. Again, it's an older piece. It's actually fairly heavy. I can tell you gram weight on these as well because I have my little meter thing here. And it's 87 grams, which is a nice weighted, really nice weighted turquoise. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And this one is also $1,250, which would make it also $1,062.50 at the 15% off. And then another little stackable, which this would go great with the bigger piece that I have on here, or you could certainly pop it in and wear it as a stackable with other sterling or other pieces of lots of different colors. This one is $495, and you're going to be about $75 off, right around $425 or $420. And a great, that's got 5 stones. So the best way as you're watching is snap a photo of something if you see something that you really like and you'd like to talk further with me about it, and I'll carry on that conversation with you over today and tomorrow, and then be able to get back to you definitively on Monday when I pop back into the store. The earrings I have on are a 3 turquoise and sterling bezeled earring. Fairly lightweight. They're a post. I could wear these all day. They're really very comfortable. And this pair is $950, which would make it at $760. I can do that there maybe. All right, let's move on into some other pieces here. Oh, size on this, both of these are adjustable, so those are flexible. This one is a really beefy, beautiful patina, real deep patina in the back of these stones. It's an older piece as well, but it is signed. So not an old, meaning back in the 50s, but it has a little bit of age to it. Angie G, C, can't tell exactly. But it is 12 stone Kingman. A lot of this blue stone will be from the Kingman mine. I'm not going to validate that all of it is, but typically the Kingman resonates in this whole color realm. And this cuff is going to fit a size 8 wrist, maybe 7.5 if you're wearing it down on the wrist and wearing some other pieces with it. Like if I wore it with that and it pushed it down on my wrist, I would be okay with it. But it's probably more of a size 8. Certainly most of these pieces, a lot of them, are unisex. Men could wear them, women could wear them, and pull it off beautifully. All right. And you could, it'd be tough to adjust this one. I wouldn't want to do it. But you could have maybe a slight adjustment. But I would say you're going to be up to an 8, no more than an 8.5 on this cuff. 8.5 would work. All right? Gorgeous piece. This one is a honey. I have loved this since the minute that I acquired it. It's definitely an older piece. It has bear claws here. And then this is Bisbee. I think this one is Bisbee turquoise. And out of the Bisbee mine out of Arizona. And it is gorgeous. You could wear it this way or you could wear it this way. And it's heavy. It is, in terms of gram weight, we'll tell you shortly. 136 grams on that piece. And it's going to fit like a size 9 or 10. It's an incredible men's piece and really a strong energy piece with the bear claws and quite lovely. And this one is $4,900. And at 15% off, well, actually it's 50% off right now. It would be about $2,450, okay, $2,450. So a great price on really that caliber. This old stuff you can't find. I mean, it's a hunt and pack, and a lot of what used to be readily available in the older pawn type pieces now is just grabbed up and it's in private collections. So as they come up and available, they're grabbed up very quickly. So there you go on the beautiful Bisbee, of course, being an incredible collectible stone and hard to find. All right. So that one will be on until, I know we did pull that one off the sale on Monday. Okay, here is a great belt buckle. These can be turned into pendants as well. I have an artist out of Texas who will do that for us. But if you need an incredibly beautiful belt buckle, this would be stunning. And it's, again, back into the Kingman mine. It is, let's see, Tommy Moore, I believe. Tommy Moore is the designer on it. It has some age to it. It's not a brand new piece, that's for sure. But really a beautiful piece. $2,500 on this one, and you'll be 15% off on that one. And then I'm going to show you one, and I'll show you comparatively. This is Sleeping Beauty turquoise, which is also very, very difficult to find. You don't see a lot of it. It was in the early days of turquoise, you would see a lot of it. That was the kind of the turquoise stone of choice because it's so incredibly bright and blue. But this one is a belt buckle again, could be made into, and you could keep it as a belt buckle, but still have it modified so that it would hook on as a necklace as well. But look how big of a wonderful belt buckle that would be. And this one is $3,900, and we'd be at 15% off on that one. And just to give you a size comparative, here's where we're at. So the one here is, definitely bigger, wider and bigger. All right. And then we have a beautiful find. I just picked this one up. In the end of March, which is a gorgeous watch band, and it just pops. I better check size on this just to make sure it's going to have a finite fit at some point. So this one is going to fit up to a size 7.5 to 7 3/4 comfortably, and it's an older piece, but it does have a it has a hallmark on it. I can't tell what it is in this light. It has a hallmark. The watch is not currently working. You could put your own watch face in there, or you could attempt to go ahead and have a battery put into it. A lot of people take and do a really fun watch face that they have, and they'll just pop these out and insert a watch, or you could put an iWatch on it as well, and you just have to get the converters that slide in. And so really beautiful piece. Even the clasp is has turquoise on it, and it would be, look how pretty that is. Gorgeous, really pretty if you're going to wear a watch these days. Not people don't wear watches as much anymore, but I know like an iWatch is more common. So this one is actually by Wilfred Nez, and it's $1,950, and it would be 15% off, so roughly $300 off of that, around $1,650. All right, and then we have a beautiful, it's a smaller scale pendant. Look at the color on that pop, really like outstanding and stunning. And it is, for reference on size, it would be from the top of the bail, 2 inches by about 1 1/8 to 1 1/4 inches, right in that size realm. Real clean. It'd be, I would, even wear this kind of a piece with a larger piece below. So it's a great layerable piece here and here. I wouldn't go clear down here with it, but here or here, it's going to serve you really well. And this one is $395. It's going to be roughly $58, roughly $60 off. So you're about at $335 on the beautiful Kingman turquoise pendant. And this one is super heavy. Let's check the gram weight on it. It is, and it's cool. It's 5-stone turquoise on Kingman on this side, and then this is all sterling. And you can see it's cut in a kind of it's bezeled into a triangle and then kind of shaved off at the end. It's very clean. It's definitely a size 9-ish and maybe a 10. And if anybody is interested in that piece, I can measure the internal size as well as the gap and give you a little better idea of what that would be. This one sells for $2,500, and it is, I want to tell you the gram weight because it's heavy. A lot of sterling on this one. Lots. 135 grams on that piece. So really substantial. Making words up again. Wordsmithing, we call it. Okay, let's do a older squash blossom. This is really a honey of a piece. We bought this out of an Iowa estate collector's collection, and I really loved the uniqueness of this particular Naja with the shadowed stones, and then it's got kind of some depth and thickness. You can kind of see where you can see into the stones. It's got a shadow backs kind of a feel, but very clean, very nice. All the really old fused beads in the sterling that are stunning, and then the beautiful petals that are just very, very clean. And this piece is definitely an older piece. It is unsigned, which could date it back in the 50s, 60s, maybe even earlier. But well loved for a long time, and came out of an estate of someone who traveled, to the Southwest. And this piece is $5,900, and that would make it at 15%. $5,015. So a beautiful piece and nicely weighted. It is not too heavy, but not light either. It's just right in that nice median weight. 170 grams. And then look at this big guy. Do we love that? And that is a cuff. So I'm going to put it right on here. I could pull it down to my size and have it work. And I'm a size 6.5. And look how beautiful that is. I would make it a little bit tighter than this. I don't want to bring it clear in case somebody wants it much bigger. I don't want the metal to go back and forth too many times. But that's a statement piece. I mean, that is a show piece and a generational piece that you pass forward. It's incredibly beautiful. It's Kingman turquoise, and it is $4,900 which makes it at $41.65. And this one also is an older piece. It is not signed, again, which dates it back many, many decades. Beautiful piece. Very collectible, very stunning. You can look a lot of years for that kind of a piece and just not find it. Now, this one is a larger. It's going to fit like an 8.5 to a 9.5, maybe even a 10. Probably up to a 9.5 would be about right. It's a gorgeous statement piece. I don't want it to slip off my wrist. It definitely is not going to work for mine. You could have a little bit of play in it, but not a lot. I wouldn't want to mess too much on size on this one because it's actually a really heavy duty wrist, or the cuff actually part of it. Really beautiful. And this one is a 5 stone, and it is $2,900, which would make it $24.65. And the gram weight on it, pretty heavy. I'm guessing it might even be more than that squash. Oh no, I was not quite at 121 grams. Overshot that target, didn't I? But it's heavy. It's a nice weighted. You know, you've got something that's pretty cool. And this is a cluster ring in that beautiful bright blue. Really, really pretty. Powerful color on this one. Size-wise, it runs a size 9. And it's just a really, just beautiful. And it works very well with this whole collection. This one is Castle Dome turquoise, and it is $1,250. So on our special today, that would make it $1,062.50, 1062. Beautiful piece. And then we have a 3 stone drop piece on 5 millimeter. So it's a 19.5 inch pearl necklace with a 5 millimeter bead. And this is a set, so this cannot come off. I mean, you could have it restrung and it would be convertible, where you could maybe make it convertible, but you would have to have a different bail on it. So this one was designed to be the set as it is shown. And you can see it's very, very clean and beautiful. And it looks really nice with another necklace layered around it. And this piece is, as I said, 19.5 inches. It's the sterling pearls, and it is $1,200. Let me get that closer so you can see it. Nice matrix on the neck piece. And okay. Next, I'm going to show you another squash blossom. And this one is number 57 turquoise. That must have been what was on it. I'm not sure I know that mine, but the mine is a beautiful blue. It's a little bit lighter than the Kingman pieces that we've been looking at here, just slightly. A little bit different amount of mineral composition there, but it is an older piece as well. And it has, again, the shadow box, which is really beautiful. It is not hallmarked, it is not signed, so it is very likely an older piece as well. And I picked this up out of, actually from our picker, out of the Southwest, who does estate and pawn and all kinds of, it's all he deals in. So really beautiful piece. This one is $4,900, and that would make it $41.65. Okay. For those of you just joining us, we are on case, What's in the Case, number 2. We did What's in the Case with Spiny Oyster and Turquoise a couple of days ago, which was really fun and had a lot of fun with that color, actually. And now we're moving into more of the Kingman collection of color, right, in this particular collection. Let's see, we got all of that. Let's move to here. So this one matches all of these belt buckles, the cuffs, the rings. It's, again, an older piece. It's a bolo Bolos are really strong in the market right now because you can layer it in with this whole look. And look how beautiful that is. You can adjust length and size. You can either pop the strands and the tips behind the turquoise if you're doing like a squash layer, or you can wear them on the outside either way. So these you can just all the way up. It's a great men's piece as well. It's a women's piece. This one has real lean, long, very nice lines on the tips on this particular one. And this one is $1,100. And it is $935. So really pretty piece there. And then the last one, other than the squash that I'm wearing, is this is gorgeous, and I love this designer. We bought several bolos from him over the years, and every single time they're incredibly stunning and beautiful. And look at that beautiful texture in that sterling one. It's a heavy duty sterling weight, but look at the braiding on the back of the neck, so it's very comfortable. And then look at these incredible tips. So on these tips, you can also make them different. You can separate. These are adjustable, which is pretty cool. Or you can bring them all the way down and factor them right into that as the design. I kind of like them spread out though. Oops, and then I pulled that off. Okay, I'll rework that and get that back on. But this piece is a little too much brute strength there. This piece, which is just, it's a show piece, it's incredibly beautiful, is $37.50, and that would make it $3,187. All right, and then the last piece in what's in the case today, I'm going to call it the Kingman collection, although not all of it is Kingman, but it's in the realm of, is this beautiful older squash blossom. I actually had a vendor offer me a really good price on this when we were in San Antonio, because I had it on, I was wearing it, and he goes, "That's a great piece." And I said, "Yeah, I know it is, and it's got a great gram weight to it. It's a great length. It's a real statement piece with impeccable color. You can see the color and the detail. It's just really beautiful. This came out of an estate as well, and that we bought directly from an owner. So just a really beautiful piece. And this one is $7,500, and that would make it $63.75. All right. If you want to buy more than one piece, call me and I'll work with you on prices and see if we can find you a collection and a combination that's, you know, really beautiful and something that you would want to invest in for the long haul. A lot of these pieces are generational in terms of you want to, if you invest in them, you can carry them forward and give them forward into your family, grandchildren, whomever, or sell them very likely, 10 years up the road. There's a limited amount, of course, of this kind of authentic product being made. A lot of the designers, especially the old vintage, they're gone. And so these classically beautiful vintage styles are limited. I mean, there's a finite amount of it. So as you come across, and as we come across, really impeccable pieces that we want to put into the collection, we're very selective. And I think this case definitely is reflective of that. I really love what's been put together in this case. I will post a picture so that you can see the pieces clearly on their own. And as always, if you have any questions, just give me a call at the store directly. I'll be happy to work with you one-on-one. Thanks so much, friends. Appreciate you. And this was What's in the Case #2.